Good morning. The lack of electricity will finally make me a content creator, which supposedly I was always meant to be. And the older I get, the more I realize why all of previous intentions didn't work in flow as they should, because it seems like my purpose is to be a messenger. So I wanted to, because this morning we it's 8 a.m. and there's no electricity again. I don't know what's going on. I think that it's because the rain is not stopping for a while, and they probably have some troubles. But anyway, the message is important. 3 days ago, I watched here one of my dear content creators. Her name is Sam Ozerkal. She's young mother of two daughters, and she has videos about lifestyle and my favorite topic, law of attraction, but not in a cheesy and forced, pushed way. She's so down to earth, and she has awesome sense of humor, and that's what uh, pulled me towards her and what I like about her content. So in her last video, there was, beside the topics about daily life and mom life and so on and so forth, there was some short part about law of attraction, where she said that she likes to challenge herself and to have that blue jeep theory, as she says, and me as me, who always wants to try whatever new hears, uh, did the experiment that day. So listen, please. She says that if you went to grocery store and you are grumpy son of a bitch and you're complaining and you're hating people, guess what you will get more of? More reasons to complain and more reasons to be grumpy son of a bitch and so on and so forth. But if you radiate I love people, people love me, if you're smiling, if you god forbid say how are you today, you will experience the same feedback from others. So I think, yes, even Tony Robbins said that your life is your focus, actually. I know from many examples from my life, if I only knew to shift my focus to good things in person or in situation, my life would probably be much, not probably, 100% much easier. But we're here to be lifelong learners, so it's never too late. Always know that how the life works is not hustle, hustle, grind, work more, work more, work more, work more. It's the opposite. Work less and align more. Because if you're pushing yourself against your limits and you're beating yourself up to the ground, you're only creating more and more resistance. So forget about the hustle culture. I'm not saying that you will meditate through your life everything. Meditation is important part. Yes, there must be action applied, but what kind of action? Aligned action. Forced action equals wasted energy. Aligned action is perfect timing. So back to blue jeep theory. She said that she, whenever wants to remind her how powerful creator she is, she has the intention to see the blue jeep. She always starts with small, and then she goes for bigger fish, as she says. So it was 3rd October, and I had plans to go out and about to do some work in the city. And I said, let's try it. So I had the intention to see the blue jeep. The day went on, and I forget about it. But guess what? When I came back to home, and it was evening, I was doing some things. I just suddenly remembered about the blue jeep theory. And I said, wait a minute, have I seen blue jeep today? And while I was replaying my day, I realized that I didn't. But guess what? I get chills even now when I remember. My best friend drives blue jeep, so not that I didn't see it, but it came to pick me up, and I went to town. We had drinks, we talked. That's my life best friend, and he bring me back home later that day. So guys, he who thinks he can and he who thinks he can't are both right. So please, if you have to think things that serve you. Emotions and feelings are just you being aware of your current vibration. Whenever you are in a limbo, whenever you are in a primal state of being, which is everything that is that just means that at the moment you are disconnected. Our brain has perceptual filters, and if you were raised, as I was, in environment where you taught and were fed up with the fact that you must earn your place under the sun, you will first of all self-sabotage any great opportunity. You will never rise above your upper limit, whether it's health, wealth, love, success, appearance, whatever it is. So we all have our upper limits that were like some thermostat set in our minds when we were little. So if you have a hard time with receiving compliments, material things, whatever it is, that just means that your upper thermostat limit was set for too low when you were a child. First step is forgiveness. Forgive yourself, forgive to others, and learn how to literally change that perceptual filter to instead, that's actually reticular activating system that can be rewired. Instead of seeing lack, of having lower limits in all areas of your life, you can literally rewire your reticular activating system, aka your perceptual filters, to literally see only what you want to see. And when you focus on only what you want to see, more and more of what you want to see is immediately present in your life and in your environment. So listen, I never was someone who wanted to be trapped in a darker part of crew. I always was someone who in the most challenging moments was seeking and searching for the slightest rays of light. So as long as I breathe, I'll believe that and I'll experience that everything in life is a miracle, because it literally is. As I said, the fact that you're here, that I'm here. Train yourself to enjoy in every breath you take as a form of miracle itself, because it is. If God didn't wanted you to be here, and if God was done with you, you wouldn't experience next breath. So focus more on what you want. Focus is equal life. And if you don't trust me, try. You don't have to put that form of test. It doesn't have to be a blue jeep. It can be, let's say, two butterflies, or it can be, I don't know, uh, random flower or a bird, or so everyone can find uh, what they like to see and say, let's try this. So don't trust me or anybody else. Try for yourself. So is there anything I wanted to, I think that I wrote some of things that I wanted to mention more, but let's try to remember what I was thinking about yesterday, and it's related to this subject. Well, this is basic. Our dominant vibration is a combination of how we think, feel, and act at the moment. Yes, this is awesome. I like this. I saw that in one of awesome podcasts where the writer said that you should be always aware of the difference between temporary pleasures and fulfillment. Temporary pleasures are what? All these short hits of dopamine that we are seeing today. Everything is so fast, everything is instant. Instagram, instant, everything is instant, and that just makes people more disconnected and confused. So, temporary pleasures, shopping, alcohol, sex, drugs, all these short term boosts, so to say, but that leaves every person even more empty afterwards. So, what you should search for and seek for is fulfillment, because fulfillment is like happiness, long periods of joy, and being simply at ease. How to put yourself more often in a state of fulfillment. Practice finding your life purpose. That's something that immediately puts you in a state of fulfillment. Uh, Practice present moment awareness always. Do more of things that uh, bring you joy. So, whether it's listening with intention to your friend, whether it's helping someone else, because the best thing you can do for yourself is to help someone else. But in this society, we were taught the opposite: to be selfish, to don't care, to don't have compassion for fellow human. No, that's not how we were wired in our core. So fulfillment comes from joy, purpose, and present moment awareness. If you need to know only one prayer, let that prayer be thank you. So the more you're grateful for whatever is or wherever is that you are right now, the more opportunities will show up in your life. Gratitude is the greatest amplifier. So one of my favorite prayers is thank you God for, because I believe in God. I have my own personal relationship with God, and my favorite prayer is thank you God for doing for me what I couldn't figure out for myself. And that's literally the only prayer you will ever need. So be aware that the second law of nature is competition. Every setback is like when I think, how you call it? Is it the arrow? Uh, every setback is like when the arrow is pulled back and then pushed forward. Nobody will tell you that the first thing to do is whether you're on a journey of healing or personal development or law of attraction, the first and basic step is to heal your inner child and all those wounds that were buried a long time ago. Because as long as you don't do the healing, you will accept things that are not acceptable. So never be too hard on yourself, because all defeat is just psychological defeat. And when you dig a little deeper and when you learn how the most powerful tool you were given and I was given works, it will become much, much easier. So for years and years, I thought that things are just the way they are. No, they aren't. The moment I took responsibility and started to relearn and rewrite my story, literally I cut off everything that I was served, because I come from the background where people were living their whole life in primal state of being, where we were taught that who are you to, let's say, who am I to do what I love and to live the life that I want. It was nonsense. It was bullshit. Forgive me for my language. But yes, I was angry for a long period of time when I realized that things should be different. But then I was stuck as long as I was angry, because the anger is at the lower levels of emotional scale. The moment that I forgave them and myself, because as the saying goes, everyone is doing their best from their level of awareness, things began to shift in my favor. Yes, they would do better if they knew better. So yes, you are worthy of doing the things you love and living the life you always dreamed of. That's how is supposed to be for every single one of us. But unfortunately, many get the wrong wiring, so to say, in their primal environment as kids. But that's not our fault. But your fault and my fault is and would be if you stay stuck forever, and if you don't decide to make the cut and to say, you know what, what's enough is enough. From now on, I take over. You will feel intuitively when your gut is ready to rewrite the story, and then you become ruthless, literally, because now you are unstoppable and powerful machine. When someone wants to pull, even think to pull you back in old beliefs, programs, and stories, as I said, you become a ruthless animal and you make cuts and you have zero regret for leaving them where they belong, and that's in the dust. Knowledge is free. We are all paying the price of our ignorance, including my previous self. Wishing you all awesome day and talk to you soon.